Welcome back, guys. Here's our 12th installment of our video series on HTML and CSS. In this video, we're going to build a table with HTML table tags. Now, even though we aren't going to be building a table for the website we're going to be building in later videos, I still want to do a video on them because they are extremely popular on other websites. So, a little bit about tables is that they're kind of like Microsoft Excel. They're just divided into rows, and within these rows, they contain information. They contain our data. And this data can include text, links, images, forms, or even other tables. But for this tutorial, we're just going to go ahead and put text in our table. So let's go ahead and create our table. So for the table tags in HTML, they are in fact table. Surprise, surprise. So we got to open it. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to close it out. Perfect. And I want to have a title or a header for this table, and to type a title out in HTML, you got to use the caption tag. So what are we going to do a table on? How about this? My favorite Super Nintendo games. I don't know, it's just the first thing that came to mind. So we need to create a table row. Nothing goes in here, we're just creating the row. This is our first row, this right here. Nope, right there. TR, that's a table row. So this is our first table row. So we need to put some cells in here, and to create an HTML cell tag, it's TD. You think it'd be TC for table cell, but it's not, and I don't know why. They're not my rules. I don't have any rules. I'm just going by them. So for my first cell that I want to put in here, my first piece of information, my favorite Super Nintendo games. I will type in Chrono Trigger because this is my favorite Super Nintendo game. This is my favorite game ever by far. So it's only fair that I put that in there. And then for my second piece of data, I'll put in Secret of Mana. We'll close it out. Table cell, TD. And what's my third favorite Super Nintendo game? I guess it's got to be Final Fantasy 3. Just to keep everything fair. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We have our opening table tag, we have our caption, we have our table row, TR, close it down there, and then we have our information, which are our table cells, which go in between our table row. So I'm going to save this, I'm going to open it up in a browser, and voila. Now, this doesn't really look like a table, but if you highlight over it, you can see how it's still kind of broken up. So to make our table more visible, I'm going to add a border to it. So go back up to the top of your table tag, type border equals, and we're going to put 1 pixel in quotations, and we're going to save it again. I'm going to reload the page. There it is. I just created a border, a 1 pixel border with my table. So if this doesn't look like a table to you, I'm going to take my table row information, even though it's the same data. I'm going to copy it, drop down a line, and I'm going to copy and paste it 2 more times. So I've still got just 1 table tag up here, 1 table closing tag, but in here now I have 3 rows of information. 1 right here, right here. Here's my second, TR, close TR, and then this one right here. So I'm going to copy save it, and I'm going to open it again. Boom, there's our table. Alright guys, so you just made your first table, and good luck with this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.